Charles Barkley just torched Los Angeles Lakers defense and didn't hold back at all. Calling them the Washington Generals might be funny, but it's hitting a little too close to the truth.
Meantime, the Lakers. Okay, so here's what LeBron says. There have been times when we're at our best, we look really good. And there are other times where it's disgusting.
You know what that sounds like, Ernie?
What?
Sounds like an old man. Like when you wake up in the morning, sometimes I'll be like, ooh, I feel good. Then that next day you be like,
that's
sciatica.
disgusting.
Sciatica, it's hurting me.
Shaq and Charles Barkley talked about the Lakers again, and Barkley's comments were so spot on they were almost painful to laugh at. He compared them to the Washington Generals, did a funny Oprah Winfrey impression, and even joked about LeBron's sciatica. Chuck didn't hold anything back, and honestly, everything he said hit perfectly. This moment really stood out.
Why?
Why do you hate the Lakers? Chuck, tell us.
Why I hate the Lakers? It's always somebody else's fault. Remember 3 years ago, it was Russell Westbrook's fault. Then it was Frank Vogel's fault. Then it was D'Angelo Russell's fault. Then it was Darvin Ham's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. And it bothers me. Listen, you don't always blame other people for your shortcomings.
But my point is, it's got to do with style of play, got to do with
effort, Kenny.
Effort.
Yeah,
Come on, Kenny. This is the same thing we've been.
Let's take a moment to appreciate Charles Barkley before even getting into what he said. Because at this point, the way he talks about the Lakers feels like something that should be put in a museum.
Like an Oprah Winfrey show. You get a basket. You get a basket. You get a basket. Everybody who plays against the Lakers, they gonna make everybody look good. I mean, they're like the Washington Generals. They gonna make every team's the Globetrotters against them. I mean, and we can keep sugarcoating it, and I know they gonna make us talk about the Lakers. The Lakers are a mediocre team.
NBA fans already know the Lakers are Charles Barkley's favorite topic, but not because he likes them. It's because they keep giving him endless material for the kind of commentary that makes people laugh out loud.
As Dallas played without Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, this was all about the Lakers.
And the Lakers proved to what I keep saying. The Lakers stink, plain and simple. We have to talk about them because the media is infatuated with the Lakers. But the Lakers are not a good team. They got zero athletic ability. They got a good shot every time. The Lakers could never keep them in front of them. This was a coaching masterpiece by Jason Kidd because there's no way that team that the Mavs put out there, especially one winning by 20, basically.
The Lakers have basically been a never-ending source of comedy for Charles Barkley over the years. And on the latest episode of Inside the NBA, he got even more fresh material and delivered it like someone who's mastered this craft. That it all started with a quote from LeBron James himself. He said there are times when the Lakers look really good and other times when they look disgusting. That's his own word. So yeah, LeBron straight up called his own team disgusting in a press conference, which could either mean as being brutally honest or that something is seriously off, depending on how you look at it.
He just described who he should be and who the team should be based on what their personnel is at that time. They are old in certain parts. They don't have perimeter.
Wait, he's the only one old.
But they don't have perimeter defense. Young at the perimeter. So now there's no resistance for guys that get downhill.
Yes.
And I think that is the biggest thing. You know, yes, they don't have a great shot blockers, but they have shot block ability. But they do not have resistance at the 1, 2, and 3 position. And that is indicative of why they play like that.
Charles Barkley took that quote and turned it into something unforgettable. He said it sounded like an old man waking up. One day you feel great. Everything's working. You're moving well. The next day, your sciatica is acting up and nothing feels right. The way he connected LeBron James's comment about the Lakers to the reality of aging was so sharp that everyone on Inside the NBA couldn't stop laughing. And honestly, it didn't come off as mean. It felt real that LeBron is in his 40s, still playing at the highest level. Some nights the team looks great, other nights they fall apart with no warning. That kind of inconsistency isn't random. It's what late-stage athletic performance can look like when a 40-plus-year-old body is pushing through an NBA schedule. And of course, Chuck wasn't stopping at just one joke. He never does.
They play like that.
I agree
J.J.
with
Bennett
Kenny.
going more to his own, too, to address the defensive issues on that team.
Absolutely, and like you mentioned, like Luka and Austin Reeves have been terrific offensively. Luka flirt with a triple-double every night. Austin Reeves been killing the league, averaging over 25 points, but they've been a turnstile on defense. And whoever comes to town can just beat them off the dribble, drive and kick, and get other guys open. But you wanted to also get more from DeAndre Ayton as an anchor when you acquire him as the Lakers, and he's been pedestrian a lot of times, and I just don't think the Lakers, even though LeBron does a really good job at his
But when you
agent,
open a bee's nest and all the bees, it's hard to block all the bees. You got DeAndre in there like this. Like, come on, it's like you got to have resistance out front.
but even offensively,
The panel eventually moved past the jokes, and the basketball breakdown was actually solid. Even with all the comedy, the real issue is simple. The Lakers don't have strong perimeter defenders at the guard and wing spots who can consistently stop players from driving to the basket. When defenders at the 1, 2, and 3 can't slow down attackers, everything behind them starts to fall apart. The big men have to cover more ground, rotations get messy, and the defense becomes reactive instead of in control. DeAndre Ayton was brought in to help fix that, to be a strong presence in the paint, clean up mistakes, and protect the rim. But so far, he's been just average. Not terrible, not the only issue, but not the defensive anchor the team was hoping for. The bee's nest comparison actually explains it well. If no one stops the ball on the perimeter, it's like letting bees swarm in. Every attacker gets into the paint with momentum. You can have size and shot blockers, but if multiple players are already inside, it's almost impossible to stop them all. At that point, the defense is just trying to survive, and the numbers are working against them.
Let's talk about the Lakers. The Lakers are a mediocre team. Now, they got some really good teams in the West that we should be talking about, because I'm starting to get on this San Antonio bandwagon right now. Obviously, we got OKC and Denver. We got Houston. But, man, them Spurs, they're knocking on that.
Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic have been great on offense. No argument there. Luka is close to a triple-double almost every night, and Reeves has been putting up over 25 points per game. The Lakers can score with almost anyone, and sitting near the top of the West shows that. But when LeBron James, Reeves, and Luka are all on the floor together, it turns into you score, we score. That's where Charles Barkley's joke hit perfectly. He compared it to Oprah Winfrey's famous giveaway moment. You get a basket, you get a basket, everybody gets a basket. And honestly, that's exactly how the Lakers' defense looks right now. Every team comes in and gets easy points, especially from the perimeter. Then Barkley took it even further with the Washington Generals comparison, the team that exists just to lose to the Harlem Globetrotters. His point? The Lakers are making every opponent look amazing. And for a franchise built on legends like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kobe Bryant, that comparison stings, but it's not completely off. Even when talking about the Los Angeles Clippers, Barkley kept it going. When Lawrence Frank tried to say their goals hadn't changed, Chuck joked they've waved every flag possible, not just the white one. At this point, he's not just making jokes, he's pointing out uncomfortable truths in a way people can't ignore.